Good morning. I am live on Twitch. My name is Mike Tomlin. This is my second stream on Twitch. Testing this out, see how it goes. I've never done this before. Up on today's docket is Tour of Watopia Stage 3, The Queen. And I chose Group A, which is the Tour of Fire and Ice, which is about a 16-mile route and almost 4,000 feet of climbing. I don't know if I'll stay on the stream the entire time. We'll see how it goes. What I'm trying to figure out as well, on my Bike Investor donation page, I can actually a live stream. I've added YouTube in the past. I've tried to add Twitch, but unless I provide the actual URL for the live stream, it doesn't work properly. So let's go back to Twitch and see if I can actually capture the live stream URL. Yep, I don't think it gives me the actual URL, unfortunately, for the actual live stream. I'm going to Google that later on and figure out what's going on. But here's my events, upcoming events. My group ride, I can actually join if I want to, or go for a shorter route. There's what to do. The interface, it's pretty cool. They've updated this recently. Somebody asked me the other day on Twitch, what's up with this jersey in game? And this is the same jersey I'm wearing in real life right now. It's called the, well, in the game we'll have the event jersey because of the event. But I wear a jersey in the game for Bike MS. And we did a event during the beginning of the pandemic in 2020. We got authorization from Zwift, we got authorization from the MS Society. And we did this event, and we, let me turn the volume up on this game. Anyways, we got the jerseys, However, they gave us the wrong jersey. This is the passport jersey for Black MS, and this jersey is actually a special jersey for those who raise at least $5,000 at any Black MS event in a year, and you get to go ride any that's all. Okay. Okay. But anyways, you get to go ride any event in the country for Black MS if you raise $5,000 or more in one year. And as a result, you get this jersey. And this jersey was just updated in 2019, I believe. I'm sure a couple people who know the program called Passport Program can weigh in to let me know if that's true or not. But it's a pretty cool jersey. It's kind of an elite club, and I've been doing bike MS now. This is my 14th year. I hit Passport for the first time in 2020. I raised just over $5,000, and then I fortunately raised $8,000 last year, so I got it again. And so this year, I plan on going to ride my home event in Easton, Maryland, the Bike MS Chesley Challenge. I've been riding that event now for, this will be my 14th year. I'm also going to go ride in Colonial Crossroads, which is a 2-day event from Richmond, Virginia to Williamsburg, Virginia, and back. My first time riding that event. And it's pretty cool for me because I used to actually be stationed in Norfolk in the Navy years ago. So I get to go to the same stomping grounds I was in the military. And then we're planning on riding, some friends are riding New Bern, North Carolina. And I'm going to join them if possible. And it was canceled one year because of a hurricane. It was canceled one year because of the pandemic. So this year it's back on. So hopefully we don't get a hurricane during September 10th and 11th when that ride takes place. But then I might try to swing up to City to Shore in New Jersey. And that goes from Cherry Point, New Jersey to Ocean City on day one and back on day two. So I don't know if I'll do both days or one day. Last year I did both days of that event, so I did 175 miles total. But I've been doing Bike MS now for 14 years, like I said. I started doing it because I was diagnosed with MS myself in 2007. And I started doing Walk MS in 2008. A friend of mine at work, or a person I met at work who had MS, he was diagnosed 7 months before I was. He said, "Hey, how about you come ride Bike MS? It's a pretty cool event. I'm on the team for a corporate team." So I joined the team, and the rest is history. I saw how I felt after the rides, and I felt really good and decided to keep doing it. And it really became a platform for me to get healthier, to raise awareness, and also to motivate others living with MS to go forward as well. So we got about 5 minutes before the event starts. We're just getting warmed up here. I'm going to play with this headset to see how it works. If it can work hanging from my ear, or if it works in my ear like this. Right here, I can't really hear myself talk. So I'm probably screaming to the household right now. I can check in the chat. I live in Maryland, and I love saying DMV because that's I think Department of Motor Vehicles. But in Maryland, it's called the MVA, Motor Vehicle Administration, or Association for the Administration. But DMV is DC, Maryland, Virginia. And one of my favorite songs by a band called Red Gold Green. They say we call it the DMV because we've been waiting for so long. This is pretty cool. They shows such a hilly ride for my live stream. So we'll see how much I suffer on camera today, or how much I want to suffer. I'm also messing with this configuration. This is a free OBS software for Windows PC. I have a laptop. It's a 2014 HP Envy. It's about 20 inches, I think, or 17 inches. It's got a 1 terabyte RAM, hard drive. I think 12 gigs of RAM. It's got a gaming card. I used to play World of Warcraft on it. It was a pretty good laptop. Let's get the heart rate up. Now this route, once you see it, the lead end's kind of flat, and then once the lead end's over, we start climbing, and the climb is anywhere from 5% grade to, I want to say 10 or 12, 15% grade. It's over the course of, actually, the first part is pretty easy, but the climb itself is going to take a lot out of me. So I'm sure I'll be quiet the entire time. I was actually watching some Zwifters on Twitch to do some research and study this platform. And I was really impressed with how they can maintain 200 watts, 150 heartbeats per minute, and also maintain 90 RPMs on the trainer, and so speak coherently. If you're interested in my story, you can check out my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/MikeBikes4MS. Most of my sister videos are with Mike Bikes 4MS. My Zwift username is Mike Bikes with MS, Tomlin. I've been on Zwift now for about, well, I joined in 2016, but never really did anything past a free trial back then. So I went back to it during 2020 after a virtual happy hour. Our friends in Denver started doing it, and we saw the opportunity to connect with each other virtually around the country, and then we all of a sudden found other people connected to the calls for Bike MS, and eventually around the world. So we've grown pretty significantly on our scale. Nothing really compared to a lot of the groups out there, but we're gaining momentum, we're gaining awareness, and I hope doing this can help bring awareness as well. Putting myself out there live on the internet. You see that mountain in the background, snow covered. That's where we're headed. If you'd like to make a donation to my Bike MF efforts, my donation links on my profile on Twitch and all my social media channels. Thank you again if you do. After 14 years of fundraising, I'm always trying to think of different ways to fundraise, different ways to create awareness. I have a driver here who was actually my wife's driver during her surgery recovery, and I confiscated it after she got better for the greater good. You saw that one back there on the game. This volcano has a few different routes that do it, and at the start of January, couple years ago, we did a 25 laps of this volcano, which is about 64 miles. I think I did 72 my first time around. That was a long morning, but that was January 1st of 2021. And since I've done the 25 laps probably a few times, I won't say 3 or 4 at this point. That was the tour of the fire, the volcano. So now we're headed back to the ice part. a little background of where I came from in my journey for being physically fit. When I was diagnosed in 2007 with MS, I was 250 pounds. I think I got up to 260. Now I am 6'2". So people would always say, "You're not fat, you're proportioned." But I could tell in pictures that I had a gut, a quote-unquote dad bod, if you would. So once I started eating better, well, I started cycling first. I quit soda. I started taking better care of myself for the most part. I didn't quit smoking for a couple years later, but I dropped 60 pounds before my first 100-mile ride, or century, as we call it in the bike world, in June of 2011. That was my third year doing Bike MS. I think I weigh in about 195 to 200 pounds. I went gluten-free, not because it's a fad, but because I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis first in 2010, and then that eventually turned into Crohn's in 2018, and I've read up the benefits of gluten-free helps Crohn's, and it does help quite a bit. I'm also partially dairy-free, except for cheese, because cheese is life. And yes, I just said cheese is life. Look at the cheese. Mine is brie. I run any kind of brie, usually. Whether it's mild, medium. I do like goat cheese. I'm a huge blue cheese fan. I do eat it. I don't seek it out. I'll eat it if it's available. So back to my MS journey. I started having symptoms in 2006, January 2006. I had uveitis, which is the inflammation of the eye. At the same time, my body went partially numb. I saw various specialists over the course of a year. Nothing really determined anything except that something neurological was going on. I had nerve issues, but I wasn't really sure what the cause of it was. MS tends to be a disease of exclusion. You have to rule everything out first. So I got blood tests galore. This is for Lyme disease. The normal blood test for Lyme disease, not the expensive test, but the one that requires a blood draw. I feel like it was every 3 months I was getting it. I was tested for rheumatoid arthritis. I was tested for every autoimmune disease you can think of. back then. Finally, in 2007, I got vertigo that summer. And after about month 3 of it, I was driving to work. I was going about my life using vertigo just in the daily, everyday life. I was driving half hour to work. It was pretty dangerous, I guess, back then. But I had an MRI. I think it was my 3rd or 4th MRI back then. And it finally showed my lesions in my brain to show MS. I was clinically diagnosed MS. I've never had a spinal tap. Some people think that's the only way you can diagnose MS. My neurologist back then were believers that the positive MRI scan plus symptoms pointed to it. So we began treating with medication. That was right after I lost use of my right hand in December of 2007. I did steroids first to get my hand back. It's still partially numb. In fact, I tell people, if you coming down the center to the right, I am partially numb. Every touch. It feels like I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt at all times. So I can feel this, but it feels like there's layers. Now you can see ahead of me in the distance, I'm going to curve to the right at this T, I believe. Actually, I'll tell you where I'm going to start climbing in a second. guess I'm going to the right. And then the real climbing begins, I think. The portal of doom. Actually, it's normal climb, not the insane climbing you'll see in a second or a few minutes. If you notice, I have my stats in metric, not because I'm English or British, but in the game, you get XP for leveling up, or to level up, and kilometers gives you more XP than Imperial miles per hour. So about 6 miles in now. 1 mile equals 0.682 kilometers, I believe, for those keeping track at home. If you're a cyclist, you already know. So 300th place out of 445. The screen's small, so I can't see. And it's not a race. I say it because I'm pretty far back. Whenever my avatar drinks, I try to take a drink because we have to hydrate, even inside. I have 3 towels here. I think I get very sweaty inside. I have a fan going here, but it's on low because I'm trying not to interfere with my microphone. I have my door open in the basement here with the screen in. It's definitely springtime. And usually when I'm not streaming, I don't have a jersey on. However, for sake of being live on Twitch or YouTube, I'll wear a jersey and not just bike shorts. Hey, 311 sighting. screenshot of me being in 311th place. I'm a 311 fan of the band. Yes, they still tour. Yes, they still put out albums. No, Amber's not their best song. It's a good song. But they have better songs. I think they've released 6 albums since Amber. Hopefully someone pops on this feed soon. I got one follower the other day. It was very inactive. And I turn on video on demand. Check these rides are done. I'll upload them to my YouTube channel. Look for that in my link tree, hyperlink, up on this page on the Get Out D section. Switch. Please subscribe. I hope to have at least 50 subscribers by my June rides, so I can go live from each ride on YouTube to show how awesome these events are. And they're even cooler that they're back in person this year. We had our most events last year, but most of them were one day or no century route options available. September, when I was in New Jersey, I got to do my century for the year. I've done 11 centuries. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So, 2022, I'll look at my 12th century. My plan this year is to add 4. We'll see how that goes. I've got the miles in so far, but 100 miles is hard. And I get in my own head after mile 80. I'm not getting any younger either. I am 44. I do have MS. But MS doesn't have me. Also, if you want to support me, my donation link for the Spike MS is on my About page on Twitch. The direct link to my page is in my link tree as well. I'm currently in 7th place for fundraising at our event this year. Last year I finished 4th or 5th. But since we're back live, in person, I'm sure some other fundraisers that we lost during the pandemic will come back full force. They give me a run for my money. If you're interested to see where your donations go, the National MS Society is very transparent with their activities. A certain percentage goes towards fundraising. A certain percentage goes towards research. Something goes towards support for people living with MS. So those people, if you live with MS, you require assistance. They have the MS Navigator system available through the society that helps people with MS navigate MS challenges. Those challenges range from finding assistance for costs for their medication, also finding support groups in their area, because together we're stronger. You know, a support network. Navigating this disease is ridiculous. All right, here comes the pain. I'm going to downshift and saddle in for a long hour and a half or 2 hours. My goal is always an hour and a half, but I don't think I've ever done this section of the route within 2 hours yet. This would be my 4th or 5th time up this climb. Now my smart trainer adjusts with elevation, so I can actually shift my bike gears like I'm on the actual open road. You can see I slowed down considerably. My heart rate went up, my RPM went down, my watts went up. We have 21 segments to go. I was watching some Twitchers yesterday doing this route. They were doing double my kilometers. I'm not that fast, but I'm not that slow. One thing I do, put my hands on the top bar. A friend of mine told me that years ago. Opens your breathing up. And inside I can do it here like this too. Just like that, 20 to go. If you're curious about my lengthy story, definitely check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/MikeBikes4MS. My story encumbers about 13 years so far. I tend to update every other year with new knowledge and new information. For example, I had an MS flare in 2010. In the hospital I went to at the time, called it a stroke. Why? Well, strokes and MS can mimic each other on MRIs when they had to die. And the way you really determine if it's an MS flare or a stroke is based on the actual symptoms and recovery time. Relapse remitting MS that I've been diagnosed with will tend to have a flare and a recovery period. When I no longer recover, I can turn to primary progressive MS or secondary progressive MS. And at the same time, that could be a stroke as well. But after my 2010 MS flare, I really biking. I really started being mindful of my health. And I was 33, 34. That was 11 years ago. And 12 years ago. This year. And I knocked out my first century that following June. So within 9 months of the MS flare. And I went for years thinking it was a stroke. And then I had a flare in 2016. At another hospital called it a stroke. Would not give me the proper medication to treat MS. So steroids or proper eye drop medication for my eye. That was flaring up at the same time. They called it pink eye, when in fact it was uveitis. I advocated for myself and pushed back because I might not be a doctor, but I know my body. And I know MS just from living it for the past 14, 15, 16 years. And I sought a third opinion, outside opinion, who does not know my history, at Georgetown University. And that doctor confirmed that it was not a stroke, that it was definitely MS. And offered some insight. We had a game plan, switch medications back then. And I'm now on Tysabri, which is a once every 6-week infusion for myself, because it has some side effects that can lead to severe disability or death. So 6 weeks is the protocol for this medication instead of 4 weeks, like most people who take it. We're levitating soon. But anyways, after we determined in 2016, it was like 2017, by the time I got to the doctors, that my flare was indeed MS. We switched to a pill first. The pill was not around when I was first diagnosed. When I was first diagnosed, there was only 4 medications available. They were injectable medications, or the crab drugs, as they call them. Copaxone, Rebif, Avonex, and Betaseron. And Tysabri had just been pulled off the market because its first patient death due to the JC virus. And once they figured out what the virus was, how to prolong it and how to prevent it, they put the medicine back on the market. And that allows me to be on it today. I get my treatments at the Martinsburg, West Virginia VA Medical Center because I am a U.S. veteran, and I started getting MS disability in 2016. Once my claim was approved as service connected by the Center for MS Excellence at the VA. The Center for Excellence at the VA is a pretty good resource for veterans living with MS. There are roughly over 70,000 veterans that have identified with having MS, and half of them being treated by the VA across the country. I think I'm the only patient in Martinsburg with that salary. There's one on Ocrevus, which is every 6 month infusion. Little different infusion type. There's now a monthly Watopia injection. It's a biologic, so there's still risk of PML. It's not really clear when the science behind that just yet. I need to read up on it. I don't think I can ever go to that one if I have to go off the infusion. But I'm pretty sure I can go to Ocrevus. There is risk for PML for Watopia, but none have been confirmed yet. And it's been out for a couple of years now. But back to my story. There are now, we went from 4 medications when I was first diagnosed to over 24. And that was in 13, 14 years time span, which is amazing. It's also a result of fundraising by people like me telling the word of MS. And you wouldn't think by looking at me that I have MS. You would just think I'm a tall, lanky guy with a weird eye. But what does MS look like? Really? When I was diagnosed with MS, the same picture I had was people in wheelchairs. I went to my first MS walk in 2008, and I saw people in wheelchairs, and I freaked the hell out. I didn't understand MS enough at the time to understand why those people were in wheelchairs and I was not. MS affects your central nervous system, which your central nervous system is hundreds of thousands of miles of cord. The cord kind of looks like a electrical cord for a lamp. And when MS hits, MS attacks that covering of the cord called the myelin sheath. And once it breaks that myelin sheath down, it actually shorts out, much like a lamp would if you cut the cord. If you just take off a little cover, you get an intermittent short. You sever it completely, there's your permanent nerve damage. And I have my numbness, which I'm pretty sure is correlated to a black hole about right here right in my brain, looking down from above. And I, fortunately, have MS lesions on my corpus callosum, which is the center of my brain, so I can sense it from both sides of my body. During my flare in 2010, my left side went numb. I recovered fully. But but I got the Bell's palsy. I couldn't speak because I already have a speech impediment. I always have, and MS has made it worse. So we're about 16 and a half to go. 52 minutes on my ride. Best snack here. I did eat breakfast, but I'm gonna fuel myself up. One good thing I'm inside on the bike, I can get out of the saddle. I can't do it outside on hills. I'm not that strong. I think it's a balance issue. I do better sitting down. I power through better like this. As you can see, I have 9 kilometers to go. No, for 9.8 kilometers to go. Up top, which I lap 1. So, a 5K is 3.11 miles. I had an extra 1. But it actually helps you convert to how far I have left. 1 meter is 3 feet. So I've climbed about 1,700 feet so far. Or 1,300 feet, sorry. I've got about 1,500 left. And 6 more miles. Probably another hour. I still got 14 segments. And then the 3-mile downhill. more attention. Going from 10% to 4%. I gotta make those miles, or at least half a kilometer. This is kind of a long ride, and I get distracted with my phone. We all do. That's the benefit of indoor cycling versus outdoor cycling. And there were 13 left. I have powder in my drink for fuel. It's nice. Oh no. I brought 3 water bottles today in order to keep hydrated. I usually have 2 hour-long sessions. This one, a backup one over there too. So essentially I got 4. Let's do this chat. think the plan will be, once I get some more followers and find out this is beneficial, I might make some investments and get a proper camera to live stream these. But until I know, I'm not really going to invest that much into it money-wise. I am doing this for charity and for awareness, so that I can make awareness for 2 or 3 people. I'm happy with that. If I can raise money for my cause, I'll do that too. I did link my PayPal for the donations to support the page, the channel, but I prefer the money go towards MS first. That is my cause. And that is the purpose for this. And if you don't like me, you can always support my teammates or my friends. I have many friends in the community who fundraise for MS. And if your donation, if you were withholding from me because of me, for any reason at all, and you still like to give to the cause, you can go to the site and find anybody to support. You can support my team, you can support my friends' teams. And then there were 12. Well, my team is Team Wells Fargo, who I work for. Coming up my 20th year with the company. I do quality assurance on the mortgage servicing side. My friends' teams, our Team Design Connection, Team Meat Fight, which you'll hear me yell at a lot of events. Meat Fight is an organization based out of Texas. And if you have MS and want to get involved in the bike MS by riding, but don't know where to begin, Meat Fight actually raises money for MS riders that have MS. And if you ask them, you can get a bike from them for free and the basic set of gear to get started. Only thing you got to make is, I believe you have to do one MS event within a year. One team meat fight. But I have helped a few meat fighters learn the ropes on the road. Meat fight today exists when I first started doing bike MS. I don't know when they originated. I know they've given away, I think, 400 bikes so far. I think. I'm sure some meat fighters will weigh in and tell me how many they've given away. I got the pleasure last September in New Jersey of riding with 3 meat fighters. Actually 4 meat fighters. And 3 of them did their first 100-mile ride with my tailing along. So I was proud compliment to get in that goal. Because once you do 100 miles once, not only do you hate yourself for doing 100 miles on a bike, but you feel like you can do anything. That's what we're about. We're encouraging people to live their best lives with MS. Now, MS is unpredictable, but exercise can help anything. Has helped me. My MS is different. MS is more of my brain, not my spine. People with spine lesions are the ones you see in wheelchairs a lot of times because of the way the nerves are impacted. My issues are cognitive, balance, eyesight, numbness. Now there are similarities with a lot of MS patients, but typically those two people have the same MS. We're all unique in this world. And because your central nervous system is so long, it would really take it to impact the same exact spots on every single person in order to give the exact same reactions. I've been there 11. Still doing pretty good. One time. Grouping on 2,000 feet right now. That's 1,500 feet to go. About another, I want to say 5 or 6 miles. I can't wait to see how far it is because my monitor is so far away. I can turn my TV on to see. I have HDMI and the cable connected. 7.4 kilometers to go. Easy way to do this with your handy phone. I have just under 5 miles. I've climbed over 1,900 feet. It is fun, John. It's a Summerfest Saturday. And segments to go. That's just water. Are you a Zwitzer, John? I'm not sure you can hear me later. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, John. My second official stream. Hopefully I get better at this. I was watching other Zwifters to gain some knowledge. Because I am trying to launch this, and I really just, I started with YouTube about 2 weeks ago. I got about 9 subscribers, but not many so far. And I found out you can actually upload these streams to YouTube after. So I figured I started here first, upload them after. I upload them to my fundraising pages to create awareness for my campaigns and for Zwift. This platform has really helped me the last 2 years to become a better cyclist. I only did it for about 2 weeks in 2016, and then during 2020, when we were locked down or still during the pandemic, some friends of us around the country started riding together, one here, and it turned into us going to the MS Society, asking permission to create a Bike MS team on the platform, a Bike MS team on Facebook, to create awareness, to keep ourselves healthy in the off season as well as during the season. Where I live downtown, I don't have always the opportunity to go ride outside because of work, or just not riding by myself in general because I'm not having anybody watch after me. And this allows me to get miles in and get stronger. And actually, during last Veterans Day, I rode with a group in Fredericksburg, where I live. It was very fast. And we rode to Gettysburg, and I kept up. And I would not have kept up 6 months prior. So I can give that all the credit to Swift for helping my training with that. My average speed has increased by about 3 or 4 miles per hour outside as a result of Swift. I need to focus on the programs more to get my cadence up. I've always had low cadence. And now it's really just about to sort of balance my time and energy. So thank you again for watching, John. I appreciate the watching. I'm going to try to get more involved on Twitch and follow others to better myself, first off, as a cyclist. I was watching guys actually do this climb, and they were blasting on this. That is true, John. I do other work. I always have the tool here to do it, to help me. And the Wahoo Smart Trainer helps. I had a fluid trainer for years. I think that's why I didn't stick with Swift. That's why I bought a Smart Trainer. That's where I finally unlocked the Swift potential. I have friends now who have the wheel off trainers. Mine's wheel on. So you hear the squeaking. It's really impressive y'all's lack of noise on your channels. I was watching Team ODZ on your channel, John, and you guys were, I couldn't hear anything from background noise. When I watched my videos on YouTube, I had to figure out the echoes first because I had the game computer going. I didn't silence the microphone. I have a Bluetooth headset that helps reduce the echo. My fan helps noise. Also the trainer. I need the word turns. I think I'm doing pretty good so far. I gotta get the heart rate up though. This is about the max heart rate I do in this climb. I do top out some days at 140. It's probably about years of smoking so much. I was a smoker for 24-ish years. Cycling helps me not smoke. Okay. I do have a external mic that I got secondhand off my nephew who plays World of Warcraft. I do have noise canceling cover for that, but unless I put this stand here, it doesn't work very well. So I figured after watching you guys yesterday, I would try my wireless Bluetooth headset. But this laptop has the the Garmin Ant stick, my heart rate monitor, which is Bluetooth and Ant, my speed and cane sensor, and my smart trainer. So I'm not sure how they interfere with each other as I learn this technology. I'll get better at it, I think. Let's just show these guys Bluetooth with their setups are insane. And we have a guy in our Bike MS group who has the rocker plate, dual Bluetooth. I used to stream on my S10 phone for about a year. And once I got my laptop fixed, my Bluetooth radio went out after the Windows 10 upgrade. I finally got it fixed over the summer. Oh yeah, it is. It's getting better. It's still a pain in the ass sometimes. But once I got the Bluetooth fixed, I started using this one here. I noticed my watts went up by 25, probably because of the syncing between my computer and my bike versus the phone. Technology is awesome. I can't imagine this 15 years ago. And looking at the Twitch yesterday, it was like, you guys do it up. And very impressive what you guys put in this production. And I spent the morning, about an hour, trying to research how to put a donation link into my page. It says my link tree, my MS donations. And I still maybe edit that when I get done. Just over 3 miles to go. All right, John, take care. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Cheers. This is my powder. Seven to go. 7 statements. For those who are just joining, I am Mike Tomlin, not the coach of the Steelers. I'm younger. I also ride for MS and with MS. Hashtag I ride with MS. You can search that on any of your platforms. I'm a cyclist that was found. I found cycling after MS diagnosis 2 years later, and I used it to launch myself to get healthier, to get stronger, and just to try to prevent MS relapses. If you're curious in my calls, my story, check out my socials on my link tree. You can check out www.facebook.com/MikeBikesForMS. FOR. One here, it's number 4 because of space issues. MS is multiple sclerosis, a debilitating neurological disease that affects your central nervous system. I'm one of 77,000 veterans identified with the MS Society and the Veterans MS Center for Excellence that have MS, and one of half of those that get treated by the VA. I fundraise primarily for Bike MS, to the Bike MS Society, for Bike National MS Society, and Bike MS. A lot of their fundraising goes to MS research and towards patients living with MS around the country. There are world organizations as well. MS Society is one of the largest MS platforms. There's also MS Foundation. There's a lot of others who have their own 501c, nonprofits. But your biggest ones is the Society, the Foundation, MS Bike in Canada, MS Bike around the world. I think we're making pretty good time. I got about 6 turns left. Just under 4 miles to go. Yeah, you can tell in the game, I'm hitting the summits. I wish it was as cold in my basement as it looks in the game. I'm sweating. If you want to make a donation to me, my donation link is in my About page on Twitch. Also, my link tree, the first link, 2022 Bike MS Chesty Challenge. Your support, greatly appreciated. You can donate to my channel as well, because that's the thing. And I figured I can raise money too, but get better streaming services, better streaming devices. Since I do this for free, and I try to save some money where I can. We're more than halfway. So 324th place out of 450. It's not bad. Not fast, I'm not last. That'll be 326. I'm making work for it. I never go on this mountain in game when it snows. Most areas in Swift, if you have rain, it's always raining in England. If you've ever seen the movie Snatch, bad food, worse weather, freaking London. That's also my favorite route. I lead meetups on Wednesday nights, and sometimes Saturdays and Sundays. But on weeknights, I will sometimes add Box Hill, which Box Hill is fun to climb. And usually, weeknights people are just looking for a fast power hour or 45 minutes to get rid of the stresses of the day. But I'll make them suffer because that's just how I do. It's fun. I do this to get healthier. I do like to have fun out riding and chat with folks, but it's about getting my legs stronger and getting my body stronger. I don't think I'm going to get 2 hours. We'll go for 2. Let's see how we do. One thing is I can't see anybody's watching. So I check my phone. I can check Twitch. I have 1 viewer, so myself. Losing Swift, if you're watching this, you see the ride ones up top. We support each other in the game. And if you look at my jersey in the game, the pockets are getting fuller from the likes or ride-ons. Oh, 5 to go. Different angles for you, some different views. Or the one that switches. Oh, there I am. The next one back with the orange Z2 concept bike, or Tron. You get that bike for climbing Everest in-game and into space. So I ride with like a badge, an achievement. That's the first person shooter view. Kind of boring, unless you're in a group. What do you hear my jaw pop? Let's pump it up a little bit, see if I can get my heart rate up. Because as I ride this every single time, I always see these averages. I never know how good I am. I don't focus on this stuff enough. Some people are stat geeks. We're just riding it stronger. And when I go on the road, real life, I show people how strong I am. And once they find out I have MS, a lot of them are taken back. But you'd be surprised how many cyclists have any condition at all. There is a lot of us. I've been doing MS now for 14 years. When I was in college, the student veteran President Allen at HCC, Hagerstown Community College, being in contact with this woman I should say, Air Force veteran, who was riding from Santa Monica Pier in California to DC, and she did that with Crohn's, 3,800 miles in 50 days. Her parents followed her in an RV, and some days she had flare-ups, but meeting Dr. Downs, she's a doctor, meeting Dr. Downs was one of the first eye-opening experiences other than bike MS that I had to the cycling community. And the fact that she did that and persevered and raised over $50,000 for student veterans in one summer, it was ridiculous. She's amazing, and she's living in Florida now with her husband. I think she's off social medias except for Instagram or Twitter. I think she's on Facebook, but she's definitely an impressive athlete, and her husband is impressive as well. He is, I believe he's at the tip of it as well. They have their little farm in Florida. And I've got others with a lot worse conditions than I have. My MS is very mild, and it was a pain in the ass for a few years until I got it under control with the right diet, the right exercise, the right medicine, and that's really because of education and awareness and putting together a puzzle that works for me, because it is an equation. I know some people who don't take medication and they thrive. I know some people who don't take medication who are in bad shape. I know some people like me who take medication and don't thrive. It's definitely an equation, and I found what works. And I'm kind of a hypocrite nowadays because I smoked like a chimney in the military for a long time. I used to run them on a half PRT, physical readiness test in the Navy with a cigarette on and off. I would do it in 11 minutes. Usually you can make my cheek get mad. Now, I hate to smell cigarettes unless I'm riding. When I'm out riding and I smell a cigarette, it's the greatest smell in the world. But I know I can't I can't just do it socially. I've quit before I didn't start social smoking when I was drinking with friends. It turns into 1 to 2 a pack a day. I smoked 2.5 packs a day at my peak in my 20s. But it's too expensive nowadays. Actually, it's probably cheaper than driving. We're going through the mountain now, so we're getting close. So 2 segments to go. If you're joining, I'm Mike. I bike with MS and for MS. If you're interested in my story, www.facebook.com/MikeBikesForMS. If you're interested in donating to my movement for 2022 Bike MS, my 14th year fundraising this year, I think this year if I hit 10,000, I'll be over $50,000 lifetime fundraising since 2008. Every dollar counts, so no donation is too small. Some friends of mine collect cans for recycling, and I got a few friends who donate their cans to me, and I turned in 53 pounds of cans last week, and that was 8.5 bags of crushed cans, 1 bag of uncrushed cans, and 50 cents per pound. So I got just over $26.90, and I posted my fundraising page on Facebook, and asked who wants to match it, and 2 people matched it, and I rounded it to $31. I've raised for cans this year, I've raised just over $100. So every dollar matters, every ounce matters. I got about 2 seconds left. I want some more snacks. I won't tell you what this is. It's almost too big copyright band. sugar cake. She just said, not today. Excuse me. Technically, the game says one more segment left on this corner. But technically, it's 2. So don't let it fool you. After 21, who the hell cares? I'll show you what I mean. I got past the satellites or radio towers up there. You can already see on the map, there's no turn. My glasses get so dirty. yeah. Getting towards the end. So long, 2 hours. Let's kick it up a little bit. So since I'm done the segment, as you can see, I'm at 7% elevation, and I'm hit 12% at that next crest. And this is suck. Almost 15 miles, just over 3,500 feet in climbing. Pretty good start to the Saturday. Almost there. Last push. Now, camera's going to pan out. This is my fourth time up here. Number 5, there's an achievement. Oh, tour of Watopia. Side climbs sometimes get easier. So, stage 3 of Tour of Watopia is done. Stage 4 starts Monday. I'm going to go for some free miles. So once I come back to where I just came up, you have a downhill. There's my jersey as well. In-game. So let's head back down the mountain. For some 3 miles. I'll keep spinning on the bike. I'm kind of spent. As you see, I'm speeding up. I've done the super tuck, which is that right there, once in real life. I was riding with my friend Raleigh in Urbana, Maryland, which is just north of DC, and did the super tuck at about 20 miles an hour. Hit one of those gaps in the bridges and thought I was going to eat it. I didn't, but for a minute there I thought I was going to have a wreck. So that's what I get for being cocky. Karma's a bitch. I feel super fast now. I'm not this fast. I can't take curves that fast in real life. The reverse of this is pretty astounding. To show the actual elevation. I think this is mirrored off of a real life hill. I don't know which one it is. I'm sure someone can tell me. This video's watched after the fact. And since this is virtual riding, I can do stuff in this game I can't do in real life. Like going down the hill at 50 miles an hour. Like a Tour de France rider. Pretty sure they go down faster. So I just worked on the bike for 2.5 hours. So I'll take 3 miles. I'm still gonna do some work. So I feel bad if I don't. But I'm kind of spent. I do have clean today. So I'll clean my bike space. A little vacuuming, a little dusting. I do have a mat underneath to catch the sweat, and I move it weekly. This It doesn't damage the carpet, but I move it just in case. This guy's coming hard. I'll wait dispersion. Oh, he's... I got it fast. Faster than me. We're almost at 26 miles. So I'm going to jump off when it hits 41.9 kilometers. There it is. So I got a new pair of shoes for this event. I do like to, this Bike MS jersey is not available in the game anymore. This is the main MS jersey we give away at some events in the game. This is one of my favorite sets, the Passport. So it matches my Passport jersey. It's a map of the United States. Alienware. Where's my... I like the military jersey too. I'll put Alien for tomorrow. I'll change my shoes to some that matches. Actually, black. Huh, that's strange. My hair is not showing up right. And this ride, so it shows how far I went. My average watts. Look at this interface. Let's see what has changed. So it has the actual upcoming events that I joined. Ooh, so I can actually now this shows the next event. This shows all the worlds. This shows what I've ridden, I think. Yeah, I haven't done Bigger Loop or the Pretzel. They're pretty significant rides. I've not done Quat Quest. I'm going to do that one day. I just need to do it. Or the Mega Pretzel, which is 107 kilometers. That includes the wow, that's a heck of a ride. They have training workouts. I need to start doing this. I can do beginner off season, back to fitness, crit crusher, FTP to build your watts. You can just ride. This shows my achievements. Yeah, I need to do Alpha Zwift 5 times, so one more time Well, thank you all for watching, all two of us. And we'll actually stop this stream. Until next time, this is Mike Bike with MS. Stay positive, love your life.